Corvette Stingray. So many of you were probably here last year when we unveiled the 7th generation of an American icon. And in that year, the awards have kept coming in. Automobile Magazine's Car of the Year, Road and Track's Performance Car of the Year, One Car and Driver's 10 Best. The Stingray keeps reaping in those accolades because it offers performance at a price, or performance capable and on par, I should say, with some of its competitors that are at triple the price. But for some of you, 460 horsepower just wasn't enough. So for you, we've returned this year, we've upped the ante with something special, something our Executive Vice President of Global Product Development, Mark Royce, likes to refer to as Big Nasty, the 2015 Corvette ZO6. So how do we take our most powerful standard Corvette ever and up the ante and make it even meaner? Well, we develop it alongside of our race spec C7R, which is on display right over there and debuted earlier this week along with the new ZO6. So never in the history of Corvette racing have the production and race versions shared so much in common. As a matter of fact, on the C7R over there, the frame is virtually unchanged from that on the Stingray, that new aluminum frame that we introduced last year, made in-house in our Bowling Green, Kentucky facility. So that new frame is not only lighter, but it's stiffer. And that added rigidity has allowed us to produce for the first time ever a Z06 with a removable hardtop. So this top is carbon fiber, it weighs just 16 pounds. It's standard on the Z06, and it removes with just 3 latches and stores right in the back here. With the top off, the new Z06 is 20% stiffer than the outgoing model, and with the top on, 60% stiffer. But you guys want to hear about what's under the hood, right? So last year we introduced the all-new LT1. Well, for 2015, we're taking it to the next level. That 460 horsepower engine has been supercharged to a mind-blowing 625 plus horsepower, 635 plus pound-feet of torque. And guess what? It retains all those technologies we introduced last year on the LT1, direct injection, continuously variable valve timing, and active fuel management. So we expect it to achieve impressive fuel economy for the kind of power it's going to be putting out. Now this aluminum block V8 is going to be mated to a standard 7-speed Tremec manual transmission, which will feature active rev matching. The active rev matching can anticipate your gear selection and maintain throttle when you're up and down shifting, so you don't have to heel toe it. You get a seamless transition for those gears. You'll look like a pro, but for those of you who prefer not to use it, you can certainly deactivate that. But also very exciting news for 2015, we've introduced an 8-speed automatic transmission, another first for the Z06. So this automatic has been developed in-house, and it is absolutely track capable. It will feature paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel and shift times superior to those on the Porsche 911's PDK. When you get inside the new Z06, the redesign continues. We've got 2 seating options. There's the standard GT seat like in the Stingray, and the available competition seat as well, which will give you beefier side bolsters like you see here and accommodations for a racing harness. If you'd like to know what these seats feel like, they are the same as the Stingrays on the floor. The competition seat is in the Torch Red model, and the standard GT seat is featured in the other models. And then we've got a new flat-bottom suede steering wheel as well to give you better grip. Another really exciting feature for this new one though, inside of the MyLink infotainment system, we have introduced our performance data recorder. This is an industry first. We're the first people to have it here at General Motors. It features a number of things, including a camera mounted in your rearview window that films your driving, as well as GPS telemetrics to record track and lap overlays. So it'll actually measure your steering, your throttle inputs, and give you graphic feedbacks at the end that you can take onto your computer and actually share via social media if you'd like. But it teaches you how to improve your driving and improve your lap times. We want to give you technologies that allow you to harness the amazing capabilities of the vehicles we built here at General Motors. Now certainly, another part of the story for Z06 is aerodynamics. The Z06 has more downforce than any vehicle ever produced by General Motors prior to that. And it's available in 3 different aerodynamic levels. The standard car features the spoiler reminiscent of the Z51 package on the Stingray, but when you upgrade, you can get the Carbon Aero Group, and that's going to give you you the front chin splitter in carbon fiber here, and the larger rear spoiler that you see here as well, and then the rocker panels in carbon fiber. Those can be exposed like you see, or you can actually have them painted in the carbon flash, which is this metallic black color, though they are still carbon fiber, thereby lightweight. We can take it to the next level with the ZO7 performance package, and that's really going to give you all the bells and whistles. You'll get these winglets that you see here on the sides of this chin splitter spoiler, in addition to the wicker bill out back. That's that adjustable transparent piece that you see. You can change its height for added downforce and aerodynamics. And then the ZO7 package is also going to give you carbon ceramic brakes and Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tires versus the standard Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires that you would get with the ZO6. You get standard on all models of ZO6 front and rear brake cooling ducts. And then out back, these quarter panel ducts that we introduced on the Stingray actually receive 50% more airflow now thanks to the blades that we've added here, cooling your transmission and standard electronic limited slip differential, which is going to make sure those wheels bite in the minute you stomp on that accelerator. Also standard on ZO6 is dry sump oiling to ensure when you're taking on high-speed turns that LT4 stays adequately lubricated, as well as magnetic ride control. For those of you not familiar with magnetic ride control, that is our groundbreaking magnetoreological fluid. We can say that 3 times fast, I'll be impressed. But we use it within the shocks, and what we're able to do is run an electronic current through there and basically modify the stiffness of your suspension by changing the viscosity of the fluid in your shocks from being as thin as baby oil to as thick as peanut butter. But this happens in milliseconds. It's a technology that we continue to get rave reviews for in publications when they look at our vehicles and our Cadillac vehicles that feature it as well and compare them against their most worthy competitors. You get such a dynamic ride, it's really unparalleled. So a lot of folks have questions about the pricing on ZO6. I can tell you we haven't released pricing yet, but if you were here last year when we launched the Stingray, everybody wanted to know the price, and at that time we weren't talking on price, but we did say this: if you could afford the last gen Stingray, or the last gen C6, you'd be able to afford the Stingray. So the same can be said for the ZO6. We kept true to that promise when we finally priced the Stingray at just over $52,000. So we've said that this new ZO6 will price in step with the last generation. It shouldn't scare away that previous buyer, but I want to leave you with a little tidbit in that note. When we took very earliest drivable test model of our ZO6 out to our Milford Proving Grounds, this is untweaked first lap out the box, that beat the track record of the ZR1. So we can assure you that this new ZO6 is going to give you ZR1 power at a ZO6 price. But you're going to have to wait until very early 2015 to get them on the lot. However, next weekend you can watch the C7R take on its inaugural race at the Rolex 24 at Daytona, where our Corvette racing team, the winningest team in ALMS history, takes the track for the very first race of the Grand Prix and American Le Mans Series conglomerate that was just created. If you guys have any additional questions, my name is Heather. You can feel free to ask me or any of the product specialists in our display. You can always find us online at Chevy.com as well. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and enjoy your time here at the North American International Auto Show.